morning. It's already almost 10. I already did stuff. As you saw, I've been reading and I finished My Hero Academia Volume 14 finally, which also means I finished the prompt for the readathon, so now I can actually go and see if there's another one for me for this chapter, or if I can move on to the next chapter. So you're gonna see this after this video. I just edited my vlog from yesterday. It's currently rendering, and when it's done I also have to edit my haul. So there's that, what I'm doing later. So yes, let's go see if I have another prompt in the Magical Readathon. Alright, we had the prompt with read a book with an orange cover, or the word orange in the title, so I had that one. So we can press complete and see what's coming next. So it says, after coming up with a somewhat lame story explaining how you tripped over one another to the nearby conductor who has come over to see what the commotion was about, and masterfully avoiding the questions about your owl, you stand back, both shocked as to what had just happened. This for sure will make you nervous next year. Maybe you were late, you weren't aware that the platform closes. So we get a snippet out of the book where it says, "It's gone," said Ron, sounding stunned. The train's left. What if Mom and Dad can't get back through to us? Have you got any muggle money? Harry gave a hollow laugh. The Dursleys haven't given me pocket money for about 6 years. Ron pressed his ear to the cold barrier. Can't hear a thing, he said tensely. What are we going to do? I don't know how long it will take Mom and Dad to get back to us. They look around. People were still watching them, mainly because of Hedwig's continuing screeches. I think we'd better go and wait by the car, said Harry. We're attracting too much attention. Harry, said Ron, his eyes gleaming. The car! So I have to choose now between the car, yes, let's go to the car, or Ron, what? No, stop it, Ron. Ron, why? Let's wait for your parents. So I know in the movie they use the car. I don't know if I would be like, just because once again I have to choose this out of what I would do, and I don't know if I would just be like, yeah, sure, let's go to the car. I would probably be more like, are you sure about that? Like, we already got in trouble because of that, and you know, like kind of that stuff. So I fear that there's a prompt behind that one though, but I mean, I have to be rational and go with what I do. So I would probably do the second one, because I am not adventurous enough to just do all this stuff that isn't allowed, I guess. So let's go with Ron, what? No, stop it, Ron. Ron, why? Let's wait for your parents and see what's happening. I see another prompt coming. Yep, I knew it. Okay. So it says, it only took about 15 minutes for Mr. and Mrs. Weasley to come back, and they were so relieved to see both of you standing there. They were so worried when they didn't see you boarding the train. You did the right thing, Mr. Weasley said. He leads you all to a more isolated part of the station and conjures something that looked like an iridescent light blue weasel. He murmurs a couple more words and the weasel is off. He explained that he sent a message to his colleague at the ministry to arrange a flu network connection for you, explaining the situation. You do, however, have a couple of hours to kill until the paperwork is done for that. Oh, wonderful. We can go and find some pajamas for you, Ron. Your old ones are too short. I swear you grow an inch every night, Mrs. Weasley said. Dear, why don't you and Arthur go explore in the meantime? Just don't go too far, okay? Since nobody had any objections, least of all Mr. Weasley, who took this as an opportunity to ask you 100 more questions about various Muggle topics, including color printers and scanners, as you walk past the comic book store. Oh, I like that part. That's a prompt right up my alley. It says, read a comic book, manga, picture book, or a graphic novel. Now I have to choose which one. I'm actually thinking about going with one of those I had for that I still need to review. I need to like read all these books this month, so I think I'm gonna go with what's the book called? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Small Hours, a Mrs. Fräulein collection. I have this on my computer. I can show you in a second. So yes, this is gonna be a quick read. It's like 100 and something pages. So I'm going with that, and then I can review it, and then I can tick that off my list as well of what I have to read this month. So I'm gonna do that. Perfect prompt. Okay, so this is where I read the graphic novels and manga I get for free to review. So this one's the book I was talking about. So let me find the title page. It's really hard to do this. Right, here we go. That's the book. I think it's it's not a picture book, it's more of a graphic novel, but I'm not really sure, so we can check. It looks really cute. So you got some text. So yeah, it's like little comics. So I'm gonna read this for this prompt, and I'm excited because I really need to read all these books, so yay for that. I just watched 2 movies. First, I've watched Holiday Rush on Netflix, which is a Christmas movie, which was actually really cool because it was like about a black family whose dad was a famous radio DJ, but then he got fired, so they had to move from their rich life with the rich house and everything to their old family home, which is like just not as big as they used to, and the kids were like really shitty because they were so used to all the fame, like the rich stuff, the money, so they were like really terrible when it came to living on less money. So they were really bitchy, and I don't know, and I was just like, God, this is terrible. But obviously things turn and change. But it was just really cool, the message and everything, and the music is really awesome. And yes, I really liked that movie. So there's the first movie, and then just before, as you saw, I've watched finally, for the first time, I finally watched Into the Spider-Verse, which I had on DVD for, I think I got it last Christmas from my dad. I think, I'm not sure anymore, but I haven't watched it until today, and I don't know what I've been waiting for, but it was so good. I really loved the animation, and I loved the different dimensions, the character out of different dimensions, that they actually changed the art for all the different dimensions. That's just really cool. I like that Spider-Man noir guy had like this Sin City style, and then you had like Spider-Ham with the cartoony style. And I also like that Japanese girl, that was so good. It has like this cartoony anime feel to it, and that was great, and I really enjoyed that movie. I've never read anything about Miles Morales. I've always been a Peter Parker person. I mean, he's been like around for so long in everything. So I never knew anything about Miles Morales, but after this movie I really like him a lot, and I hope we get to see more of him. And maybe I should pick up a comic, but I don't even own a Spider-Man comic, which is terrible, but there's so many and I just don't know which one to read. So yeah, there's that. And I don't have money for comics right now, so. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good, and I'm so glad I finally watched it. So yay! I think now the only movie I haven't seen that is Marvel is Captain Marvel. I've seen everything else. No, I haven't seen Venom either. So Venom and Captain Marvel are the ones that I haven't seen yet, so maybe eventually I will watch them too. But yeah, I just did that, so I'm gonna go read Mrs. Fräulein collection Small Hours, that comic I'm gonna read for the Magical Readathon, and then I'm gonna go take a shower and then probably head to bed and maybe read something else. I don't know yet, so we'll see. I just finished that little graphic novel and it was adorable. It's just like little 4-panel comics about real life, about like the author is drawing these stories about herself and her life, and it's just so accurate, so accurate. And I really like it, and I want to have more of those comics, and I want to have them like purchase them as actual physical copies. But yeah, you should definitely check those out. They're adorable and very fast reads. I read this like in 20 minutes, so good. So I figured I'm gonna continue checking the Magical Readathon webpage and see if there's another prompt or not. So let's say complete and see what's coming next. Right, so as you turn the corner around the comic shop, you spot Lucius Malfoy and feel Mr. Weasley tense up. When asked why he doesn't like him so much, Mr. Weasley says that some people think they are above others or are in a position to judge who is more valuable. And to him, that is one of the most unattractive and untrustworthy qualities in a man. Besides, they've been trying to find illegal artifacts in this manner for ages now. They know they're there, but they can't seem to locate them when it matters. He did tell you all about Draco's room in exchange for you talking him through how Muggles' matches work. Rubbing a small stick on a box to start fire? Exquisite. You reckon knowing some extra details about Draco might come in handy. Off to a bit of a rough start, but at least you know that Draco, much to Ron's dismay, has a small poster of the Chudley cannons just above his bed. It was a lovely afternoon in London, even if some passer-bys did stare at you a bit. It's not like that's any different from normal. You insisted on treating everyone to a nice ice cream until it's time to head back to the Burrow and travel by Floo powder to Hogwarts. Congratulations, you have completed Chapter 2. Woo! Enjoy your ride by Hogwarts Express with beautiful views of the wilderness of Scotland until Chapter 3 becomes available. If it's already open, head back to the Winter Magical Readathon homepage to continue on. I made it! Woo! 2 books for this. So, all in all, so far I had 3 books in this readathon. Let's see how many more I'm gonna get. So, I'm done with Chapter 2. Alright, I'm getting right into Chapter 3 because Chapter 3 is out already, which means it came out on Sunday, so it's already Thursday today. So I'm like hella late with this chapter. Like there's Chapter 4 is out on Sunday, so I need to see. Alright, so it says welcome to Chapter 3. And there's a picture of Hogwarts, so we're getting there. You know you grow to despise the sound of the morning bells, but it's so nice to wake up to this compared to Aunt Petunia's banging on the door angrily. You missed Hogwarts so much. The sun is just starting to peek through the hills, showering your whole dorm in golden light. Use it up in your bed. Make some weird screechy noises while stretching. Hedwig is looking a bit offended. Classes start today. You and your classmates will get their timetables during breakfast. So there's no reason to delay. Plus you can hear your stomach rumbling in protest. The great hall is already buzzing and the tables are gleaming with all the delicious food. You see Ginny already sitting there with 3 extra pumpkin juice goblets for you. She's got sorted into Gryffindor last night. Yay. What do you feel like having? So there's 4 options. So it says warm cinnamon and honey porridge, butter toast, egg, sausage and bacon, cornflakes and warm toast with jam, or pumpkin and carrot cake dessert for breakfast. So I already don't like pumpkin, so I'm dismissing that. It's something between butter toast, egg, sausage and bacon, or cornflakes and warm toast with jam. But whenever I'm in England, I love eggs and bacon, and I love toast, so I think I might go with that one. So I'm taking butter toast, egg, sausage and bacon. Right. First class, herbology. You're going to the greenhouse which you didn't have the chance to visit in first year. This one is considerably louder than any of them you've been in before. There's constant rustling and whispering. There's a couple of rows of what look like simple plants, but they do seem to shuffle and sway slightly. Professor Sprout greets everybody with a broad and eager smile, as well as a pair of super fluffy earmuffs. As the class progresses and you learn all about the curious properties of mandragoras, you do start to wonder how is it that Hogwarts allows you to do all these crazy things. As Professor points out, the mandragora screams will not kill anyone as they're too young, but Neville does faint when they start repotting them. This is so much more fun than the Muggle lessons. A couple weeks have passed with little to note, which is unusual for you, until one day 3 things line up at once. Hermione pointed out the new sheet on the announcement board back in the common room. They're starting a dueling club, said Seamus. First meeting tonight, wouldn't mind dueling lessons. They might come in handy one of these days. You had stumbled upon an angry Filch on your way to lunch after another herbology class, and he was about to put you in detention because of all the dirty footprints you left. Thankfully, nearly headless Nick has seen this and encouraged Peeves to cause some havoc as a distraction. Not that you think Peeves needed that much encouraging for that, but still. Nick has mentioned he is planning his 500th Death Day party. I'm holding a party down in one of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming from all over the country. It would be such an honor if you would attend. Mr. Weasley and Miss Granger would be most welcome too, of course, but I dare say you'd rather go to the school feast. If that's not enough, Wood has been pushing the whole Gryffindor Quidditch team to go for extra practice rounds. He is really determined to win the Quidditch Cup this year. You are already training 3 times per week, but this is now holding some extra non-mandatory. Wood said that with such disdays and pain the whole team thinks Professor McGonagall had to threaten him with extra schoolwork if he forces the team to spend even more hours on the field instead of studying. Exactly, said Wood. He was tall and burly 6th year, and at the moment his eyes were gleaming with a mad enthusiasm. It's part of our new training program. Come on, grab your broom and let's go, said Wood heartily. None of the other teams have started training yet. We're going to be first of the mark this year. Sadly, you don't yet know of a spell that would allow you to split yourself in 3, although it would be very helpful. So you have to pick what you'll do tonight. Oh boy. So options are go to the dueling club meeting, go to the nearly headless Nick's 500 Death Day party, or go to the Quidditch practice. I honestly don't know what I would choose. I don't know, this is really hard. Which one should I go for? I think I might go to Quidditch practice because I really want to play Quidditch. So I'm going to Quidditch practice. Whoops. Right. There's so much text. Alright. Oh great, Slytherin's got a new Seeker and it's Malfoy, and his father has bought Nimbus 2001s for the whole team. You need more than just a good broom to win a Quidditch match, of course, but this still dampened the mood. Your reading prompt. Read a book that was published in 2001. Do I have to go through all my books now and see when they were published? Because I have no effing clue which books have been published when. Well, that's gonna need a bit of thinking, so I need to check if there's anything that's been published. 2001? Fuck me, that is like a lifetime ago. Do I even have anything from that time? I don't feel like I have anything from 2001. I honestly don't know. I have to think about this, so this is the hard prompt. Alright, let's see. I just went on Google and typed in books published in 2001, and the book Quidditch Through the Ages from Harry Potter is published then. So I see where, oh wait, I was out of frame. So I see why they chose this year, 2001. Back. Alright, I think I might have to cheat on this one, because there's no way I can do this prompt. Like the only book I own that has been released in 2001 is book 8 of a series of unfortunate events. But I've only read the first book and it didn't really like capture my attention. I've watched the TV show, but I don't think I feel like reading this because there's just too much I have to read and I will not be enjoying myself reading, and it's just not something I want to do. So I'm gonna cheat, I'm going back and I'm choosing another way. I'm sorry. That's just not something I can do. There's not even a graphic novel I can think of that is from there, or a manga that I own even, or been looking at books from 2001 and literally there's nothing I'm interested in, so sauce. So I'm going back one page and I'm going to choose between go to the Dueling Club meeting or go to Nearly Headless Nick's 500 Death Day party. Alright, I think I'm going to choose go to a Dueling Club meeting. Right, so I'm sorry I'm cheating on this, but I rather want to have fun reading and not just pressure myself, because we all know how bad that is. Right, so for the dueling meeting I got, the Great Hall has been remade for this particular occasion. Now a single long platform is laid out in the very middle and loads of students are gathered around it. Beautifully decorative tapestries cover the platform. Plenty of lilac decorations are hung from the ceiling with designs of elegant ones pointing at one another. You can definitely tell that Professor Lockhart has been involved. Your reading prompt: read a book with a pink or purple cover. First we had an orange one and now we have a pink one. Well, I can think right off the bat of two books that have a purple cover, but I've only just recently read both of them. So does it count if it just has a bit of purple in the cover, like if it's one of the colors and if the title is in purple? Because I mean, I would love to reread the books, but it's just my TBR is not so good when I just do rereads. So I mean, we all know I have red, white and royal blue, which is purple, but I've literally read that one in September. I just realized it's not even the cover that is purple. I was like, Heartstopper Volume 1 is purple, but it's basically the spine. So, and my battery of my camera just died because everything is so going well today. Alright, purple in the cover. Another cover I can see that has purple in it is, if I can actually take it out without throwing anything down, is My Hero Academia Volume 19, but this would require me to read 15, 16, 17 and 18 before going to this. And this Magical Readathon is not going to go on forever. So, hold on. The only thing I can think about, but as I said, it's not the full cover that is purple, but it has some purple, and that will be Bully Wars. So we got the text is in purple and there's like purple in the the rest of the cover, but it's not all purple, so I wonder if that counts. Should I just make it count? We'll make it count. So yeah, I'm gonna read Bully Wars for this prompt because I don't care, look at all the purple. I mean, the title is purple, the names are purple, then this whole whatever tentacle thing is purple, that slime shit is purple, her hair is purple, I mean, his jacket is purple. So let's just make it count. I am just gonna say this now. I'm gonna read Bully Wars for this prompt. Done and finished. So I forgot to wrap up yesterday's vlog. So basically, as I did say, I went to take a shower, got ready for bed, and then just read some of my ebook, Someday. And so there's basically everything I've done last night after I last updated you. So yeah, I'm gonna go start the new vlog now, so bye.